Hi everyone, thanks for checking out my code.google.com open source project called the iphone-gcal. I wrote that open source project as part of a demo material for an upcoming presentation I was going to give at the Silicon Valley Google Technology Users Group meetup. What I was going to show during that presentation is how to access the iPhone's native calendar applications contents through the use of Google Data APIs and Google Sync. And so, unfortunately, for the purpose of the video tutorial, I'm not going to be able to demo that part of the story because the iPhone simulator doesn't have the iPhone calendar implemented. So I can't show you the content, being able to set the Google Sync settings through this. However, what I can demonstrate is the accessing and manipulating of the Google Calendar contents using my application. So the first thing you'll do is you go to the iPhone's settings application, and there will be a GTUG demo widget here section. Pardon me, I named it GTUG demo simply because it's Google Tech User Group demo material. This is just where you set your Google username and password so that my application has access to your Google Calendar content. And then when you launch the actual application, it's going to fetch your calendar. I should say your calendars, plural. Most people might not know this, but the Google Calendar web interface actually allows you to add as many calendars as you wish under your account. So let's go under the My Calendars area here and just create a new test calendar. Create the calendar, and now you'll see under My Calendars there's a new red category called Test. And let's go in, let's just go in and create a new calendar event. And that's it, I guess. I'll just hit save. So there it is. Testint. Sorry, stickler for details. Okay, testing. So if you go into the iPhone application now and you hit refresh, you'll have the Dan Burke calendar, which is your main calendar, named whatever your username is, and test 1, which now contains testing the new calendar. You go into edit mode and you can manipulate the contents of all of those entries. So if I remove the testing new calendar, and let's say create a new event called what something where here, and I'll set it for maybe May 11th, I don't know, 6:35 a.m. Save. As soon as you go back into your web API, your web interface, you'll see the new entry right here. So that was just to show that you can access each calendar's contents individually. So the Dan Burke, I didn't manipulate that, I just manipulated the new calendar called test 1. And I also wanted to show that you can add any number of even public calendars, friends calendars, etc. So let me go ahead and add the Canadian holidays, in case you couldn't pick up on my Canadian accent, and the US holidays. So now if I go here, the orange and red calendar event entries here are the Canadian and US holidays respectively. So you go to my application here and you'll now see the Canadian holidays and the US holidays. The parenthesized value is the number of entries that are currently being displayed because of the way I designed this user interface, which isn't very intuitive. You could be scrolling through a mammoth amount of entries, so they're chronologically sorted, but I don't have the fancy next month, previous month, this week, blah 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 type of controls that you'd find in either the web interface or the built-in iPhone calendar application. So the reason I went ahead and added the Canadian and US holidays to this is because I wanted to show you that when you hit the edit button, it's smart enough to know that you own Dan Burke, you own Test, but you do not own Canadian holidays nor the US holidays. So you'll see that the creation and deletion controls for those calendars simply aren't present. They aren't available to you. So that's about it. For the built-in iPhone calendar content, the reason I say that you can access them through the Google Data APIs is because if you use the Google Sync service, you can now have the iPhone calendar sync up with the cloud content, the Google Calendar cloud content. And so by you manipulating the cloud content through this API, you're indirectly accessing the iPhone's built-in calendar. So that was about all the demo material I had. I hope you enjoy. Cheers.